Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. McAllister, a man who can do little wrong right now.
Yeah, players are often labelled as defensive midfielders or attacking midfielders, Peter. But he's an all-rounder. Between one box and the other, he can adapt to whatever's required.
McAllister, cleared away. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Amadou Onana. Now it's McAllister. Spread out to the left. And this is Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having winning runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's there to belt it away.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mosquera cuts out the pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's made its way to him. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mateus, Howson gets over and intercepts. That pass has been well intercepted. He's looking wide. Played through for the wide man. Vitinha. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Applies the finish! Just swings wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
McAllister. And this is Inzaghi. Can he get it through? Baina. No, again there's no way through. Played into space out wide. McAllister, not the most accurate pass.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Filippo Inzaghi. And Guardiol. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mateus. He's on it, can he get away? Played out to the left flank. Mosquera did well to step in there. That was more than that. He's having a shot! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wonderfully smooth, smart, and he's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Banana clears it away. Mosquera. Howson is always looking to break lines. Pinches it off him.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Calafiori. Baina providing an outlet on that flank. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Chance here to counter. Threads one in. Mosquera makes the interception. Calafiori. And it's Vitinha. Doué. Timber, just like so many of his contemporaries, he's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Vitinha brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Now it's Berbatov. Timber promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Calafiori aims beyond the defence. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Passing is crisp and sharp. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Vitinha. Oh, that's a key interception. McAllister. Inzaghi in acres of space out wide. Can he finish? Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of
real chance! Onana. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Berbatov. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Calafiori. Pass somewhat off target. Mateus. He can run onto that. Just the goalkeeper. Berbatov! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mateus.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mateus. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's in plenty of space here. Doué. He's found a way through. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. McAllister.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Xabi Alonso gets across to intercept that. A probing pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Inzaghi. Knocks it into space. Romero wins the duel this time. McAllister. And Mateus. Bellingham has created one goal already. Onana. Now it's Berbatov. And it's Nunez. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. And that's an excellent interception. Baina. That pass isn't the best. Distributed tidily. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now, the ball's gone astray. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Baina. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Madrid have reclaimed it. Tries to play it through. Matthews Nunes. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And here's Bellingham. Played into space. Filippo Inzaghi. He's through here. And this is Inzaghi. He's one-on-one chance, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 22, il numero 18. Attenzione, un cambio.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Vitinha. Fiore. Ball played for Dembele. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That has been slung wide. Pings it across. Madrid with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Madrid have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. No way through. Great vision. That has ended up in no man's land. 2 minutes to be added on. Onana. And this is Inzaghi. Now it's Camavinga. Fiore. Vitinha. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. He's in space and looking for options. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And here's Haaland. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's João Pedro. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. Denilson fires it in low.
That's good defensive concentration.
And the volley. No, he's missed it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Guardiola. Quarter of an hour played. And he was quick to react. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That is good alertness. Camavinga powering forward here. That has been slung wide. It's played through for him. Goes for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
A heavy challenge. And he has been fouled there. Guardiola. Haaland. David Villa. McAllister.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's João Pedro. Vinicius Junior. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is a
Good effort from distance. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Now it's Villa. Well, there's one of the players of the week. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, great feat, that.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now, can they get him away? There's a no-nonsense tackle. He can get that clear. McAllister. Oh, there's a probing ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Beckenbauer.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Roberto Carlos. It's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Danielson cuts out the pass. Now he's got space here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's McAllister. Good ball, good take. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's well spotted. Romero. Vinicius Junior. And he's had a shot! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're off again. Romero. Nicely weighted ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shot at goal! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's quick to get it clear again. Scholes. Played out to the right. That's a lovely, neat pass. Fiore. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Substitution.
Just too high.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
And that's another good win of the ball. João Pedro. Roberto Carlos.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Danielson. David Villa. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. And this is Berbatov. Berbatov couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Now it's Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to play it through. Has a look and plays it forward. Roberto Carlos. David Villa! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. And he's gone backward here. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's a good ball. Berbatov. Ball played for Dembele. Now it's Haaland. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. McAllister. Now it's Berbatov. And this is Dembele. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's played it back. It's roll! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
So, third corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hazard. He's through and all in Hazard! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
A case now of complete control. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's made its way to him. Into the last 5 minutes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Picked out brilliantly. Vardiol. Mateus. Now that looks a decent ball. And he plays one through. Mateus. Haaland.
There will be 5 minutes.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Gets a good foot in there. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Mateus gets over and intercepts. McAllister. Now it's Berbatov. And he cuts out the supply. Quality ball. Raul. And he's managed to get free. Pinches it off him. Oh, super ball. And that will be it. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Pete,
It's Inzaghi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Filippo Inzaghi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Just eases him off the ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bale! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Schlotterbeck is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, first and foremost, Peter, he's a solid defender. Never one to lose his man or get too distracted on...
And the finish! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Bale. Bale stood his ground strongly. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Sané. Now can he find... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Vitinha. And this is Bale. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to...
Berbatov is having a shot! He's scored! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's McAllister. Oh, well measured. Filippo Inzaghi. And the shot! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's chosen to go back. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Oh, he's been... Great chance! It's hit the upright. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now there's a fine ball. It's Cristiano! And it's hit the woodwork and out! McAllister. And this is Berbatov. Matheus Nunes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bonucci gets across to intercept that. Azar. Sané. And it's Vitinha.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Berbatov.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Inzaghi.
Has been indicated.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Vitinha. Can he get it through? Cristiano Ronaldo. And a chance! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Oh, one moment. And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Well, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half,
And we
this.
come to you now with a quick request.
Quite a
for
half.
support
More of the same,
for our
please.
charity fund,
Score at the
Chance
interval,
in Football.
2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half. It's a good spell of possession, this. Looking for options for movement. Mateus. Berbatov. Vitinha. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And this is Inzaghi. Berbatov. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mateus could try cutting inside here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now, can they get him up? And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And this is Berbatov. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bonucci attempts a clearance. And that is a little undercooked. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forward? Berbatov! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's had it taken off him. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mateus. Now it's Berbatov. Bonucci gets over and intercepts. McAllister, very much a player of the moment. And there's green grass ahead of him. Real chance here. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. And just like that, he is up and running at once. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Over to the left. And he's intervened well there. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Onana. Vitinha running with the ball. Sané.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Played into space. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. Big chance! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Number 11, Filippo Inzaghi. Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
McAllister. Look at the space here. Berbatov. Nesta. Baresi. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Inzaghi.
Mateus.
A probing pass. And he's straight offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that's well spotted. It's Cristiano! It's hit the crossbar! Ah, that's a fine interception. Onana. Into the last 5 minutes. Tries to pass it through. And that is expertly dealt with. Azar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
There will be 3 minutes.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And here's Bale. And he was alert to it. Berbatov.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Berbatov
Please be
picking up
reminded
the
that
man of the
drinking
match
is only
award,
allowed in the
and
area
no
showing
surprise
this map.
there.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's very good under pressure, plays with an awful lot of courage, always wants to get on the ball, and positionally, very, very sound. He's a real asset for any team at number 6 or an 8.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Berbatov. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Rooney, and this is... And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. João Neves. Rodri. And it's Hakimi. And it's De Bruyne.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
João Neves. Romero gets rid without sophistication. João Neves. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Matheus Nunes. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Looking to play him in. Oh, what has happened here? For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. Rodri is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That has not gone well. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for options for movement. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mateus is sporting a guilty look after that.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that pass isn't the best. João Neves. Manchester United finding their passes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Almost half an hour in now. Manchester United are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
McAllister, very much a player of the moment. Hakimi. Van Bouten. It's a pretty loose pass. Konate. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Gets into some space. In towards the back, climbs up big! Mateus. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. All the way back. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's played it back. Rafinha. Lovely pass, but... and he shoots! Onana. Filippo Inzaghi. And Rafinha.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Played back in.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Berbatov. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Can he get on the end of this? Mateus, not the most accurate pass. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Manchester United, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And that is expertly dealt with. Konate. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And this is De Bruyne.
A beauty.
He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact.
Decent chance! He scored! And finally, he has breathed life into the game. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well read, nice interception. Rafinha. Berbatov. Well timed, excellent interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Rafinha. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, he's burst through. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's clever. Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, this looks sharp. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rodri. Rafinha. And it's Neves.
Such good technique.
Oh, it's come loose.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rafinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he finish? So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Viene sostituito con il numero 18, cambio di giocatori.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out towards the flank. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Vitinha. Soboslai could try cutting inside here. It's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And that's been won straight back. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Very much into the last knockings. And this is Inzaghi.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Vardiol. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, good ball!
Il quarto uomo indica
Time
2
added
minuti
on
di
will
recupero.
be 2 minutes.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Onana. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Berbatov claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter.
Real chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Oh, he's missed it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Oh, that's well spotted. Great vision. And this is Berbatov. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Fernandez. Mateus. Kane. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's McAllister. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross to the back post. He's got full. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And now the breakaway. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a throw. And here's Azar. Oh, important interception. McAllister. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Berbatov. Fiore.
Pretty robust defending.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nice looking ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now, what about a counter-attack? Matheus Nunes. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And he was quick to react. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Inzaghi. Crosses it in. That's a sharp pass. Chance here to counter. Matheus Nunes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Almost half an hour in now. Played into space out wide. Now that's well seen too. McAllister. And he plays one through. Inzaghi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Kane, well, they've got it again, and it's Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing run. He's having a shot! It's there! First blood drawn. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Kane.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Decent chance! It's in! Not so fast, not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Madrid finding their passes. Filippo Inzaghi. Now it's Berbatov. Now, can they get him away? And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Berbatov unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Berbatov. Fernandez. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And he's searching through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's shifting through the gears here. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Inzaghi. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Guardiola. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Filippo Inzaghi. Now it's Berbatov. Now it's McAllister. Guardiola has it out wide and in space. Di Gregorio gets rid without sophistication. Serginho producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ooh, played through for the wide man. That's been cut out, well played. Berbatov might just make this. Kamavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Fernandez. Kane. Takes a shot! It's in! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And this is Hazard.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Inzaghi. Serginho. It's Kamavinga. Mavropanos. That's going right the way across. And it's with the keeper. Well, there's the clearance. Vardiol proves too strong. And he cuts out the supply. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake here.
Peter,
And the shot! Mavropanos gets it clear. Vardiol. Oh, sweet feet. And that interception was most necessary.
he read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's Osimhen. Gets through. Shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 27.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Defending of the desperate variety.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation
Ci
mode.
sarà un minuto di recupero.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
And he's had it nicked away. It's anyone's ball now. Messi. And he's picked it up out wide. Played. He's got full.
Indonesia would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Plays a sharp little ball here. And Messi! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. McAllister.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Forlan is on it. Chance for a shot! They've scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Ha segnato al 16° minuto, numero 13, Forlan!
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Fiore. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Forlan. And this is Inzaghi. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Berbatov. Indonesia looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as...
Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Neymar. And it's Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Van Dijk. McAllister. Passing is crisp and sharp. Berbatov. It's a good spell of possession, this. Looking for the run. McAllister is in a really good position out wide. Forlan. Messi has created one goal already. And it's Inzaghi. Gets a good foot in there. Ødegaard. Half an hour played now. Forlan looking to add to his goal. Oh, that's a key interception. And they win it back again. Howson. Mateus. Forlan. Ruben Neves. And Hernandez. Now, can they get him away? Delivers with whip. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now it's Ruben Neves. big header! He's got away with one there.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Fiore. Filippo Inzaghi. Good take and shoots! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Odo. Ødegaard. And it's Neymar. Oh, super find. Oh, that was vital.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now there's a fine ball. Great ball, and he's in here. And that was very necessary. And he's intervened well there. McAllister. Ødegaard. Mateus. We are into overtime. Fiore.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Messi. Ruben Neves. And it's Hernandez. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Rice. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And here's Berbatov. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Filippo Inzaghi. Neuer claims comfortably. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Mateus. Neymar. Ruben Neves. Rice. That's Ruben Neves. And it's Hernandez. Some resolute defending there. Messi. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Vardiol cuts out the pass. Now it's Berbatov. Little pass back. Messi. And here's Berbatov. Neymar. Forlan. Looking to play him in. That's a nicely shaped ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Philippe tries a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ruben Neves. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Neymar. And this is Forlan. And he's managed... Forlan!
Attenzione, un cambio.
Now it's Odegaard. Rivaldo. And he was alert to it. Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Berbatov. And it's Forlan. A team on the brink of a party little more than an hour ago, but now problems.
Well, they played a little within themselves, a little too tentative perhaps. They have to show their character from here.
And this is Inzaghi. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
McAllister. Vardiol. And this is Inzaghi. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Odegaard. Rivaldo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. McAllister takes a shot! Oh, it's there! Deep into injury time! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with...
Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And the shot! He's got away with one there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mateus wins the duel this time. Now it's Inzaghi. Berbatov. River Plate do have a chance to counter here. Stood up well to him there. McAllister. Looking to play him in. Matheus Nunes. Cross from Matheus Nunes. Terrific header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Modric. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Now Costa Curta, Saliba, and Koundé, and it's Modric.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi, quality ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Inzaghi is onto this. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Ribéry. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Berbatov. Can he get on the end of this?
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Guardiola. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And this is Ribéry. And this is Messi. Oh, what a... And the shot! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for options for movement. Ribéry. Here's Rodri.
Messi. And it's Modric. And it's Messi.
Here's Rodri.
River Plate, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Vitinha. Martinez. Mateus. Berbatov. Fiore.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Just 5 minutes left until the break.
Messi.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Ribery.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
And it's Messi.
He's chosen to go back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And he's played it back. Now Costa Curta.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
And the game has already resumed here.
Schlotterbeck. Modric. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And it's Ribery. Here's Vitinha. Costa Curta. And it's Ribery. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vitinha. Ribery. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Ribery. River Plate looking to pass their way through. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Played into space. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That has been cut short.
Messi. For Ribery.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Martinez. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he was quick to react.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Koundé. Looking tidy in possession here. Knocks it into space.
And it's Modric.
And it's Rodri. Hops for safety. And Koundé. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Modric.
And it's Ribery. Fiore. To McAllister. Now it's Inzaghi. Looking for the run. Schlotterbeck makes the interception.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Modric.
Vitinha. Now it's Martinez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22 viene sostituito con il numero 20, Hazard.
Koundé.
Vinicius Junior.
Strong running down that left flank.
That's De La Cruz.
Chanatip. Chanatip. Oh, nicely intercepted.
River Plate clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's cut it out. He's a sharp little ball here. He can get that clear. And it's Vitinha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Martinez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And it's Vitinha. That is good alertness. Van Dijk. Vinicius Junior.
De La Cruz.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Saliba. Rodri. Chanatip. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And claimed it back swiftly. Vinicius Junior. And this is Berbatov. Messi. And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. One point needed to secure promotion on the final day. It sounds simple, but as we all know, football is often anything but. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
Robertson cuts it out.
Vids. Now it's Inzaghi. And this is Berbatov. McAllister takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gravenberg clears it away. McAllister. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's straight offside. McAllister. Gravenberg. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shifted it to the flank. Lovely, now then. Oh, that was vital. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mateus. He's a sharp little ball here. Fiore's cross. Berbatov gets flagged offside. Van Dijk. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
And it's Soboslai. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Knocks it out wide.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
Filippo Inzaghi.
And the counter is on.
Konate does well to get it back.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Wirtz really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
McAllister. Now Gakpo. And it's McAllister. Gravenberg. Not the most accurate pass. Mateus. McAllister.
Oh, good-looking ball.
And here's Wirtz.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Soboslai. It's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Forwards and with intent. Can he get it through? And this is Inzaghi. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. Pass somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ambitious ball here. Matheus Nunes crosses it in. And he's heaved it away.
Here comes another cross.
Alisson claims it. Safe hands.
Mohamed Salah.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Mohamed Salah, he's got away.
He's in space and looking for options.
Gakpo! Now, who's going to be first to this?
And that has been clubbed away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Gakpo. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Inzaghi. That has found him in acres of space. Gakpo. McAllister. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Inzaghi. McAllister. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Robertson. Gravenberg. Konate. Szoboszlai. And it's McAllister. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. And Gravenberg. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. That looks a good cross.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mohamed Salah finds himself offside. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ekitike. Robertson. McAllister. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Wirtz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Cross into the... climbs up big! No mistake! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
They've won a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Wirtz with the short one. And he lines up, mighty effort! He's scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, That's all that was needed.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Spread it left. And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Dijk. McAllister. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, can they get him away? Opts for safety. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Inzaghi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aim forwards. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, cracking ball. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Inzaghi. Szoboszlai. Mohamed Salah. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. He's found some space. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I think he's quickly realised how stupid he was for doing that. Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, Hazard, il numero 7, il numero 18. Attenzione, un cambio.
To increase the lead, and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim, we both wish you a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile fumare solo nelle aree
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Azar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well read, nice interception. Kukçu. Berbatov. Played into space. Howson gets over and intercepts. João Neves. Guardiol. Oh, he's found support out wide. Xabi Alonso. Cleared without hesitation. Filippo Inzaghi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Berbatov gets flagged offside. Howson. First quarter of an hour gone. Pass somewhat off target. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Inzaghi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Taken back almost at once. That has not gone well.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Guardiol. It's a promising position. It's a pretty loose pass. Some good persistent defending here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Opts for safety. Guardiol. Guardiol going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ball driven towards the far post. It's out for a goal kick. Fiore. Some really good ball movement. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
a Lazio defender, and the ball hits the net. So big job for Mazzoleni as well. But Thuram looked like he's in onside position. Offside, sorry.
Confirmation then, what you were saying there, Manuel. Clearly, Kefren Thuram was obstructing the view of Provoda, and he was in an offside position, so the goal won't stand. Koopmeiners thought he was celebrating his first goal of the campaign, and maybe one of those turning points, even though we have said that before about Koopmeiners since he joined last term, trying to replicate that form that we admired during his time in Bergamo with the Atalanta jersey, and he's involved there with the head. Koopmeiners, Yildiz. It's awkward, but Tavares gets there in the end to the loose ball. Our Arsenal man. Sarasic, Saxons to Koopmeiners, Thuram. His brother scored earlier today. Sassuolo and Thuram score tonight. The gauntlet down. Switch Derby d'Italia. Thuram was both netted in the last derby of Italy between Juventus and Inter earlier in this season. Played on this ground.
Top 3 was the score, yeah, with Atic scoring late. Juventus, the side more likely to score. But Emma, Biazza, Koopmeiners, of course, a few moments ago. Here it is, Koopmeiners. David. Yildiz. Kalulu up from the back, trying to combine with Cambiaso. The idea was there. Tavares winning a foul. Yeah, signs of Nuno Tavares back at his best. I remember last season, the first part of the campaign, he was running like for fun, making things happen, driving the ball for 40-50 yards, and here you can see that Thuram is clearing, obstructing Provedel view. And Lazio moved right, squeezed up the line. Unlucky for Koopmeiners and Juventus. As you mentioned, it could have been a kind of a turning point. That's what a player needs.
Just that confidence back. It's going to be one of those several big money moves that have failed to deliver for Juventus in recent years. Maybe Douglas Luiz last term. To impress Koopmeiners, as we said, the jury's still very much out. Spalletti is trying. Looks to reinvent him in a new role. Cabal, who went down a few moments ago. I think this was it, Manuel.
Yeah, here I think he's, look here, he's trying to kind of intercept the ball towards McKennie. Then Cabal is running to. He's running, gave the ball to his teammate, and then went into was the Lazio centre back Hila. So I think the referee got it spot on, in my opinion.
Kalulu, a bit more momentum taken into Mario Hila. Here it is, Cabal again. Thuram. Never ever play for Inter, which clearly would have endeared him further to the hearts and minds of the Juventus supporters. Lost between those two. Koopmeiners. Thuram. Yildiz. Thuram. Back with Yildiz. Nice cut back. Cabal. Still there. David. Great control. Yildiz. Cambiaso. McKennie. Queuing up here. Kalulu. Cambiaso's there. And then Koopmeiners. through a sea of Lazio jerseys and very nearly in.
Yeah, he finds himself tonight, but it's all coming from the video. Brilliant first touch near the byline, and then on the rebounds here, great full volley with the outside of his left foot, almost caught Provedel by surprise. Good try from the number 8.
Here he is again, Cominers. Unsurprised, didn't get the best of receptions on his return. His old stomping ground midweek. So progressing then, looking a semi-final berth. Take on Bologna and Lazio. Semi-finals. The other side of the draw, Inter through. They'll be taking on Napoli or Como. David. Kenny. Taylor. May go in the book here, he does.
Yeah, as usual, McKennie being the right spot. Cataldi saying something to the referee, Guida as well. McKennie is such a clever player. He knows exactly when he has to go out wide, when he has to stay in touch inside the park. And here Taylor picking the yellow card for his team.
To extend their unbeaten record at home this season in Serie A, 7 wins, 4 draws. I mean, Napoli in Serie A, the only other team yet to lose home soil this term. Telly standing over it, in short. Miners headed over by Bremer.
Yeah, Bremer is always in the right spot inside the box. Too high here, good move by Juventus. Sweet ball from Cominers, and there Bremer too high. Number 3, second chance of his night.
See, with another one, level with Ustigard, Genoa. I think he's only played 13 times this season in Serie A because of injury issues. It's 14th appearance of the campaign. Still, of course, working his way back after that serious knee injury last time, and they really missed him last season. Pedro. It's out by Campiaso. Locatelli. Around. Cabal. Locatelli. Cabal trying to bring under control, and Hila just takes it away from the defender.
Yeah, but Juventus are moving the ball well, and this man is in charge in the middle of the park, dictating the tempo. Good play by McKennie. Cabal probably didn't expect the ball was coming.
Rosgaard. Tavares. Basic, space opening up here. Isaacson looks around the ball, but Basic is there. He was lurking on the edge of the area, unable to hit the target though.
And Thomas, and I think Isaacson is desperate because he had a heavy touch. He was 1 against 1 in the box against Locatelli. But Juventus keeper defended well. A big chance that was for Isaacson inside the box against a kind of slow player. But Locatelli did so well again.
Most rare opportunity. Romagnoli, of course, the starter, but his recent whirlwind period for Romagnoli appeared to be leaving the club, then he was staying. So recently become a father as well. He's had a bit of paternity leave, 5 days. That's why he didn't feature against Genoa last time out, Alessio Romagnoli. He's getting some sleep. Here's Pedro, 38 years young, still going strong. Twice this season, both from the penalty spot. Maldini, and to make things happen, some space in that roving centre forward role. Taylor.
And you can see Maldini and Pedro also switching position. No, proper number 9.
intercepted. David. Just back on the ball, they've dominated the possession. Dominated as well in terms of the